Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is November 8th and the energies in the day adds up and reduced to number 8 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. I know when I clicked to today's date and I was looking at the way how the aspects are going, my first response was yikes. I don't know why yikes, but I could see why yikes in the sense that today is the 8th and the energies in the day adds up and reduced to number 8 vibration. And with the number 8 energy, I think of major power struggle. Major power struggle in the sense that I remember when Meek Mill's, the rapper, and Drake did a collaboration after beefing for the longest. And within the collaboration, they had a scene where these two cars were driving towards each other. They're supposedly supposed to be in the two cars and they're driving towards each other and the cars crash into each other. And I was like, that's so fitting in the sense that Meek is a Taurus and Drake is a Scorpio, which they are the opposition, but two fixed and stubborn energy, and two energies so stubborn to the point that they will delete themselves if it means deleting the opposition. And when I think about the number 8 energy showing up today, I think about the person, say the person associated with the number 8 energy and feels like it is their responsibility to teach somebody a lesson and will take it too far when it comes to teaching that person a lesson. Like what I'm thinking about when I think of this is like people who end up going viral online because they're caught taking on a responsibility that isn't theirs, and then they get themselves in big trouble because they thought they was teaching somebody a lesson. I don't know why, but with the number 8 energy amplified today, I get power struggles, big time power struggles today. And when it comes to the spirit animal, this spirit animal is irregular here. And the gazelle energy brings me back to surrender. The gazelle energy brings me back to patience. And when it comes to a day like today, you want to surrender, you want to be patient. And with the number 8 energy, the number 8 would remind me of Cancer to a certain extent, in the sense that when the number 8 is coming to teach you a lesson, you won't know until the lesson is upon you, because the number 8 energy is not a loud energy that's going to let everybody know they about to give you the business type of energy. So with the gazelle as a spirit animal, I'm just getting to, surrender, surrender. I'm getting not to take anything too personal. I'm getting also not to take on the responsibility of being the one to want to teach anybody any kind of lessons because of the consequences and just everything that comes with it. And the number 8 is ruled by Saturn. And immediately in my mind, I'm seeing Saturn energy because in my chart, Saturn conjuncts my sun and my Mercury. And with that Saturn energy, Saturn will give you the same feeling like you want to be the one to teach somebody a lesson for doing you wrong. And it's what comes to mind whenever I get into that mindset is for me to even put myself in the position to teach them a lesson. I'm now entangling myself with that frequency. And nothing good can come from it. Because for me, life is one big energy game. And with it being one big energy game, then it's important for me to conduct myself in a way and associate myself with the kind of energies that's going to help me to thrive. That's super important. Mercury is the ruler of the day. And with Mercury being the ruler of the day, Mercury is in Scorpio. Mercury is still in Scorpio, like Mars and the sun. And with Mercury in Scorpio, I look at the gazelle and how the gazelle looks alert with the ears standing up straight. And with Mercury in Scorpio energy, to me, it's all about what wasn't said. It's not what that person said, but it's what they didn't say. I love Robert Greene's work. Robert Greene is by far one of my favorite authors. And he'll teach you that whatever a person is trying, like say you're meeting someone and whatever image they go out of their way to try to impress on you, like whatever impression they're trying to make is normally not who they are, in the sense that when you meet certain people and they show up and they come off and they're like so nice and so helpful, like that might be a part of who they are, but deep down they might be very selfish and self-absorbed. But at the same time, like they also want to be seen in that way because they want to be validated by that for whatever reason. And with the Mercury and Scorpio energy, I'm getting the opposite, in the sense that, like, you know, say a person might be very reserved, very secretive, very private, but yes, still they're communicating and trying to make you feel comfortable when really they are that. With the Mercury and Scorpio energy, for me, it's like, it's not so much what's being said. It's like, yes, what's being said is important, but it's also what's not being said. And I love that saying where it's like, you know, what's understood doesn't have to be explained, in the sense that when you're speaking to someone where you and them are on the same type of time and they're saying certain things and they're not going into details on certain topics, it's like immediately you could tell that you guys are on the same type of time. Like I remember in 2020, after the lockdown and different things started to take place, like people started speaking more and more like that, because there were consequences of, I mean, there's always been, even though they say freedom of speech, there really isn't. But as time go by, there's more and more consequences of, you know, what you say if it offends or hurts someone else's feelings, even if it's true. As long as it offends and hurts certain people's feelings, you know, you're going to be in big trouble for it. And with, you know, the Mercury and Scorpio energy, it just brings me to someone communicating about something. And it's like those who are on that type of time will hear and understand, and those who aren't, it'll go over their head, which works for everybody involved. And the gazelle energy brings me to that, where it's like the gazelle is alert, the gazelle is paying attention, the gazelle is listening. And also too, today is the 8th, and the energy is adding up to the number 8. The number 8 is a student and teacher for life type of energy. The number 8 also deals with education and higher education. So on a day like today, we could definitely find ourselves really thinking about, like, should I be looking to go back to school when it comes to this, that, or the next? Or we might be really focused and worried about our financial situations, because the number 8 does deal with our finances. But with the gazelle energy and Mercury and Scorpio, I just get to surrender and relax, because I like that Mercury is in Scorpio, because Scorpio is a very psychic energy. And with Mercury there, it's like you'll hear something, and even though what you're hearing might have something to do with something else, your solution might come through whatever it is that you're hearing. Today, Venus enters into Libra, and with Venus entering into Libra, we enjoy relationships, relating and connecting with others. Some of you may have noticed that when the sun was in Libra, you may have connected more with family members or certain friends, or you may have found yourself being way more social than normal. With Venus entering into Libra, you know, you might find that you keep up with that energy as Venus is supporting that. And when it comes to the tarot, we have the Nine of Wands in the upright position. And to me, this is so fitting for the energies in the day, in the sense that this person look hella paranoid. They look hella paranoid because they have good reason to be. Like, they've been fighting for a while. They've been through so much, and they the last one standing. And with this being the Nine of Wands, they still got a little bit of ways to go. But even though they look all patched up with the bandage on the head and whatnot, like, they're still ready to fight. They're still ready to fight, and they still got fight in them to fight. And when I look at, say, this energy here and the energies in the day, and even Mercury being the ruler of the day and Mercury in Scorpio, it brings me to that paranoid aspect of Scorpio energy, in the sense like Scorpio, like Cancer energy, both are always on alert. Both are always scanning for danger to make sure that they are safe. And that's what the Nine of Wands person looks like. And with the gazelle energy as the spirit animal, I'm getting free to just surrender and accept what's happening and where you are at the moment, and just know that the guidance or whatever it is that you need will come to you. The day being the 8th and the energies adding up to the number 8 vibration, the number 8 can have mean tunnel vision. The number 8 is a very practical type of energy, but its tunnel vision could be so heavy where it's delusional and more like Neptune, Pisces energy, in the sense that the focus could be so, because the number 8 deals with focus, but the number 8 energy is amplified. So this is where our focus could be so strong to the point that it's like we're walking through life with blindfolds on. We're refusing to see the reality of what's happening around us, but only seeing whatever it is that we have our focus on. So with the number 8 energy, like those who strongly associated, this is where, you know, something could be right in front of you and you bump into things and you didn't see it there because you were so focused on whatever it is that you were thinking about. So on a day like today, it's very important to be conscious about whatever it is that you're focused on, because whatever it is that you're focused on today can cause you to be in a better mood and manifest great things, or cause you to be a little bit more down and sad and manifest more to be sad about. And when it comes to, say, Mercury being the ruler of the day, it's a part of a trine between Moon and Venus, Moon in Virgo, Venus in Libra, and Sun, Mars, Mercury in Scorpio, and Pluto in Capricorn. And when I look at this aspect being made to Mercury, I think of Mercury, the mind today is in a place where it's reflecting on the proper system or approach that would be necessary in creating whatever it is that you want to create, but doing it in a way, making sure that you're creating this life that is in alignment with your own terms, doing things according to your own terms, but in a way where you are looking at the resources, and the resources are other people. The resources are your relationships, people that you know. So this is where it's like, oh, I went to school with so-and-so. Let me call them up and see if they can get me an interview here or there. It's like you have a goal for yourself. You're being strategic, and you're looking at the resources that you have, which are people. And you're not trying to reinvent the wheel with the Moon in Virgo. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel. You know, you're looking at ways how it's done before, and you're trying to figure out how you could do it in a way that fits yourself. So I do like the resourceful aspect, or the solution oriented, or the boss aspect of the day, because the number 8 energy does deal with CEO, supervisor, boss energy, because the number 8, you know, if you strongly have 8 in your chart or within your core numbers, you could easily always find yourself falling into a supervisor position, even if they're not paying you for it. But you'll find that they got you training people and just doing stuff that they should be paying you for. You should ask for more because you deserve more. But also too, with the number 8 energy, it deals with money. So like I said, you could find yourself overspending today, or thinking a lot about it. And with Mercury being in Scorpio, the money that you might be thinking about might have everything to do with paying off your debts or loans, or even making your credit better, or even investing could be some of the things. But I like that the 9 of Wands is in the upright position, because whatever it is that you're facing today, even though you feel a little bit overwhelmed, you're ready to take that on. And I feel like that's super, 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 super important. And I look at the square that's being made to Mercury, Mars, and Sun in Scorpio, to Saturn and Pisces. And when I look at that being made, I just like, again, I get like, you know, us being in a certain mindset where we want to have full control. We want to have full control. It's like we want to do things our way. And like I said, with the number 8 energies in today, major power struggle energy. So you want to pick your battles wisely and make sure you don't burn any bridges. If you don't need to have conflict, you know, just always avoid conflict. It's never necessary unless you have no choice, you know, because it is what it is. Such a pleasure sharing this message with you. If you'd like to book a natal chart awareness coaching session with me or check out my exclusive weekly content only available on Patreon, the links for that is in the description box below. But before you go anywhere, please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a pink heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.